Hello guys, it's the Caribbean Bookworm, and today I'll be giving you a review for the first book out of the Dark Tower series, and that is The Gunslinger by Stephen King. So The Gunslinger is the first book in the Dark Tower series, and it is about Roland of Gilead, and he is strictly chasing the Man in Black and the Dark Tower. On his journey, you get to learn about the different people he meets, the different things he encounters, and also the different events that happened to him that led to him going on this journey. And through these events, you get to slowly understand the capacities of this dangerous Man in Black. Okay, so this book, I had a lot of pros and cons with it. I'm going to start with the cons as usual. One of them is the writing style. Although it wasn't particularly a bad book, but the writing style isn't the best of Stephen King. But of course, this book was written early on in his career, so it was actually, I think it was supposedly like short story collections in magazines. So this wasn't when Stephen King reached his peak yet. So it's understandable that the writing isn't the best. Another con is due to the result of the writing that the story is sometimes very slow. It drags on. So the last con is something that I've noticed with one of the other books that I've read by Stephen King, and that is It as well. Although it's more messy in this book, and that is that the timeline isn't very straight and isn't very linear. Of course, you do have a sense of direction where you're reading the book, but you really have to pay attention because it's like when the gunslinger reaches a location, he retells his journey to another person, and you get this whole like montage of what he's been through. And even during those montage, he retells the story again. Okay, so those were the cons of the books. I know they sounded like a lot, but bear through, it gets better. And the pros of the book, however, are that one, the world building done in this book is fantastic. Even for one of his earlier works, Stephen King did an amazing job of building this whole other world. When you're reading this book, it feels like you're in this weird post-apocalyptic world, and it feels like anything can happen at any moment. Another pro would be the antagonist of the book itself, and that is the Man in Black. The Man in Black is shrouded by mystery. You don't know much about him, you only know like pieces of things that this guy can do and what or who he is, and you only get a taste of him when Roland is retelling tales of the places he's been through or where people mention the Man in Black passing by to him. Another side thing I would like to mention is it's not a pro or a con, but it's something to be aware of is don't go with extreme expectation for the Gunslinger. It's probably most definitely not the best one in the Dark Tower series. It's more likely an sort of an introductory book to the series. So it's kind of there to give you like a head start of things to come. And also another side note and something that might help you guys that really want to get into the Dark Tower is something that I had realized that enhanced my experience of reading this book is reading the short story Little Sisters of Illyria, of which I have read right before getting into this book. And it was somehow more fulfilling when you read that short story and then go into the Gunslinger, because you have already met the Gunslinger, so it all wouldn't seem as weird as it already does when you're jumping into the Gunslinger. It will feel still a little bit more familiar. The ending of the book was weird, but I can't discuss it, otherwise this would turn into a spoiler discussion. And yeah, I'll leave it for you to discover. So yeah, that's it for my review for the Gunslinger, guys. And of course, I'm heading on with the series, but now it's booktubathon when I'm currently filming this, so I have other books to read. I have hopefully 7 books to read. I'm not gonna get it to 7 because Misery itself is very long, but I'll try my best. And when finishing booktubathon, so whenever that passes, 7 books or not, I'm going to definitely start reading the drawing of the tree. So, look forward to my vlogs as well during Booktubeathon and stay tuned. Bye.